Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be continuing with our U96 build. So we are going to do stage 5 of building U96 U-boat, and yeah, we're going to be working more on the conning tower. Now it doesn't look as bad as what stage 4 was. Stage 4 was an absolute nightmare with that photo etch, but I have actually sorted it, and I want to give a big massive thank out to a channel called Wonderland Asylum. I have put the link in the description for the channel down below, so you can go over and check this out. His video was a massive help on how to actually do that photo etch. As you know, I completely cocked up mine, and I did get another issue from Harsha at stage 4. I have redone it, and I will show it at the beginning of the video. Yeah, you kind of bent that photo etch in a way that I've never known it being bent before, but I'll explain that when we go up to the build table. But we're just going to be continue working more on the conning tower today, so very, very, very interesting stuff to do. And yeah, I'm fairly looking forward to this one. I was a little put off last week on stage 4, but yeah, my faith has been restored in this model, so fingers crossed all goes well today, touch wood. Anyway guys, let's get on with today's build. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you the machine gun that we completely cocked up. Well, I completely cocked up in the last stage. As you can see now, the basket is actually on there, which looks really good. Yeah, it was really hard to find out where I was going wrong on this. Now normally with photo etch you get crease lines, and you don't bend it opposite to that crease line when you're doing photo etch. With this you do, and that's where I made an absolutely massive mistake and caused all the problems. Now thank you, like I said, to I tried to get it Wonderful Asylum, get it right, Matt. They kind of showed that, yeah, you had to do it this way. So I've got the basket all sorted now, so thank goodness for that. Okay, so let's go on with today's stage, which is stage 5, which is starboard side of the conning tower. We've got lots of parts to glue, and we're going to need bits that we needed before. Now the first piece we need is this piece here. This is the bridge platform. Then we need these two bits here, and these are going to be going on just fitting, if I can get this right, onto there. But we do need to glue these in. And what I do love about this, get the old blister packs. These are ideal for putting glue in. So you can get some on your cocktail stick, or as I use, pin vise. For the pin vise, it's just so much easier. Okay, so get these in. I'll do a small one first. But there is a direction these go in, so you need to make sure you get them right. So that is correct. It's got some like curved sections just on this end here, and that's the sections you want in. So we'll put the other one in. And this is quite easy because it's curved, you know, with it being bigger you can more or less see the curve of that. Okay, so them parts are in. We need to take the speaking tube mouthpiece and the compass mount, which are these two bits here. and these are going to be going onto our bridge deck. So again, these are glued in, so we need a bit of glue in there. And then we just got one to go into there. Fairly simple so far. And the only thing with this is you do need the glue to set before really you can move on to the next stage. Okay, so they're now both in place. This is why I said you really need the glue to set, because next thing is we're actually flipping it around. We need to fit the port and starboard navigation lights. So here we go. So we've got the port one and we've got the starboard one. So always remember that port is red and starboard is green. Now just seeing how these fit, I don't think it says anywhere in them about gluing them on, so I'm just going to double check. So carefully turn the platform over, fit the port navigation light into the port side recess. The starboard navigation light fits in the recess on the other side as indicated by arrows. After completing the navigation light as shown, take the two fibre optic cables. Okay, so there's nothing to glue in these. So next, like it's just said, we need these fibre optic cables, and what we're going to be doing, we have to be very careful with this. We need to put these into place. So they're just going to sort of slot excuse me. This could be easier said than done. This is going to be rather fiddly, because they are going to want to jump out like it is like it is doing. Okay, so these have to be in front. I think it might hook on. Right, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to get my tweezers and kind of push these into place. They need to sort of catch so they don't move anywhere. I'm just going to use a flat screwdriver. It's very, very temperamental, and you've got to be careful because you don't want to break the fibre optic cable either. I'm just seeing how, yeah, they definitely need to be pushed into place. Okay, so that actually one has gone in, so we need to do the next one on the other side. So on the port side, so it's just a case of getting them and just pushing them into position. That you don't want to happen. That's a fallout, but they are both in position. Fantastic. Right, so next we need the bridge deck that we're working on in issue or stage 4, and we're going to be fitting this. If we turn it around this way, this is going to go on just over that bit there, and into place. Right, but we do need to glue it. So we've got some little pegs on here that we need to put some glue on. Wow. Okay. So making sure them pegs are pushed down into place. Not the easiest. I'm just going to grab a couple of clamps just to, if it'll allow me, just to try and clamp them. Right, that's one on that side. That did not want to be clamped. And I'll put one on this side. No. Nope, this does not want to be clamped. Right. Let's get a bit more glue. Let's, instead of the pegs, let's try and put some in the holes. That did not want to clamp at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try again. Yeah, it's definitely going in. It's just waiting for the glue to hold it. That's the problem. Right, I'm going to put that to one side because we are working on something differently. Right, so next what we need to do is we need these pieces here, and we need this piece from the previous stage because we've got some life belts to put in, or life rings, or whatever you want to call it. So these are going to go into the 2 holes that are just here. But they do need gluing in. I was wondering whether we get away with them for a second. Not being glued, but they do come out pretty easily. So we'll get one in there. That's one in there. And then we'll put one in to there. Just like that. So that's how them pieces should look. Right, so we're going to be fitting these next onto the bridge deck, but what I'm going to do is, I know I did this a little bit last time, is I'm just going to take 5 minutes, just pause recording. I just want the glue to set. I think sometimes when you rush these things to try and do them on a video, if you've got 5 minutes to let the glue set, let the glue set. I think that's definitely the best way to go. And then things are breaking off, and then you're having to re-glue them and everything else like that. So it won't seem like 5 minutes to you guys, because I'm just going to pause the camera, then I'm going to come back. But yeah, just things set for a little bit, and then we'll come back. So yeah, see you on the other side. Okay, so that's given time for the glue to set. I'm happy with that. So what we're going to be doing next is we're actually going to be fitting these on now, these sections, onto our bridge deck. So, showing this with this upside down, and this section here, these are going to simply, now I need to make sure that this sort of LED cable, I think it is, is coming out there, I think. But I'll double check when this is on to see if it matches the what the picture says it does. Okay, so this is going to go over. It's going to sort of push in. This is an unusual way of fitting something. That's going to go over like that and fit in like that. Okay, and then it, yes, it does. It wants it to come out of the kind of gap that's in there, which mine at the moment does not. So just slide this off, give it a little bit more room, and then get it to come kind of out of there. I think it's a little bit trapped actually. Yes, it was trapped. That's not good. Okay, so I'm going to have it coming out of there. I'm going to hold that in place while I fit this just onto there like so. Brilliant. Okay, now we need to screw that in, and that is screwed in with 2 CP screws. So these are plastic screws. Need a pH0 for them. So these are plastic screws. Just gonna go in. One on there. And then one just down there. Just like so. Brilliant. That looks superb. Right. So we need to put this next one in now. This next one, it's going to be going on similar, but I'm just cautious of this fibre optic cable. It wants it to come through there and down through there. So it's coming along there, and then it's coming on down there. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Okay, that nicely clicked into place. That's all correct with the fibre optic cable. Okay, and then we fit this with 2 more CP screws. Even though we have done quite a bit so far, we're still not done yet, which is great. Okay, so that is what you should have by the end of this. Really nice. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we've got this bit here. If I'll pick it up again. So this bit here is going to go in just down into there. And yeah, it wants us to... Does it want us to glue this in? Right, okay, so it says you might have to adjust the holes. So let's see how this fits into place first of all. It goes in one side, okay. Oh, oh. Didn't lose it. Now, this could be very good, like to fit, I reckon. No wonder they're saying it doesn't need gluing in. I think once you get it in, it'd be hard to get it in again. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare to get in. Oh my word. It looks so simple in the instructions, but yeah. Oh, oh goodness me. Okay. You can see me doing this off camera. Right, I'm going to try and fit this off camera, guys, because I can see this being an absolute pain to do. So back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've got that back on now. Not back on, I've got that on. That wasn't easy. I did make sure that I glued it in as well. But the last thing we need to do is we've got this piece here, and this is just going to be going down onto that there. Basically like we did on the other one, but the other one we did this before we put the piece on, so I don't know why we're doing it while the piece is off, but that's okay. So just make sure we put enough glue on. Okay, so let's get this on. Line it up, put it on, and there we have it, guys. That is all there is to do in this stage, even though it feels like we've done a heck of a lot. But that's what it's looking like from that side. What it's looking like from that side, and that's what it's looking like inside it. Really, really, really nice. And I'm so glad now that I managed to sort out that machine gun, because that really did need sorting. So yeah, onwards and upwards on this one. I'm really chuffed with that. Sometimes when I have bad stages like that with the stage 4, it kind of puts you off or makes you a bit wary of a build, but glad that's all sorted now and I can get back on track with this one. So that is stage 5 complete. Well guys, that's it for stage 5 of the U96. Thank you for tuning in. A couple of difficult stages on that one. Obviously having to wait for the glue to dry is a new one for me to do because, but I just think rushing things to get ahead and then things falling off, take your time, Mark. You know, these things, they're not a race. Take your time, enjoy it. And yeah, trust me, all you can do is just pause recording and come back to it. It's that simple. But that little piece to get in, yeah, I did have to file down the holes a little bit just to open them out. And then once it's dropped in, I was like, right, I'm going to put some glue in there to make sure that doesn't come out again. Because it wasn't easy to line up to put it in. But once it's in, yeah, it really does look amazing. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.